be. Origin of the universe. You are a student who belongs to a particular class studying in 7th standard. In school, there might be many sections for 7th standard. Likewise, there are 6th standard class, 7th, 8th standard class, and so on. All of them together make the school. Likewise, a sun is a star with a planetary system. Billions of such stars constitute a system called as galaxy. The name of a galaxy is Milky Way. Like Milky Way, there are at least hundreds of billions of galaxies in the universe. How did all this come about? When we observed other galaxies, we found a strange behavior. All the galaxies were appearing to move away from us. Further and further they are, faster they appear to move. Cosmologists, scientists who study the structure and evolution of universe, that is cosmos, reason that this implies at one point of time in the past all matter was confined in a single point, and since then it has started to expand. That's what it's appeared to move. The event when the matter confined in a single point and began to expand is called Big Bang. This is considered as the origin of our universe as we know it. The Big Bang theory is the prevailing model of the evolution of the universe. Under this theory, space and time emerged together about 14 billion of years ago. At that time, the entire universe was inside a bubble that was thousands of times smaller than a pinhead. It was hotter and denser than anything we can imagine. Then it suddenly expanded. The present universe emerged. Time, space, and matter all began with the Big Bang. In a fraction of a second, the universe grew from smaller than a single atom to bigger than a galaxy. And it kept on growing at a fantastic rate. It is still expanding today. Over the next 3 minutes, the temperature dropped below 1 billion degrees Celsius. After 3 lakh years, the universe had cooled to about 3000 degrees. Atomic nuclei could finally capture electrons to form atoms. At that stage of the evolution of the universe, it was filled with clouds of hydrogen and helium gas. Giant clouds of hydrogen and helium were gradually drawn to the places where dark matter was most dense, forming the first galaxies, stars, and everything else seen today. We cannot see anything that happened during the first 3 lakh years of the universe. Scientists try to work it out from their knowledge of atomic particles and from computer models. The only direct evidence of the Big Bang itself is a faint glow in space called cosmosic microwave background. As billions of years passed, the dense area pulled in material because they had more gravity. Finally, about 100 million years after the Big Bang, the gas became hot and dense enough for the first stars to form. New stars were being born at a rate 10 times higher than in the present day. Large clusters of stars soon became the first galaxies. Hubble Space Telescope. The Hubble Space Telescope and powerful ground-based telescopes are now beginning to find galaxies that were created about 1 billion years after the Big Bang. These small galaxies were much closer together than galaxies are today. Collisions were common. Like two flames moving towards each other, they merged into bigger galaxies. Our Milky Way galaxy came together in this way. Building blocks of universe. Universe is constituted of galaxies. Just as lot of houses in our locality constitute a village or a city, we have lot of things such as rooms, furnitures, etc. in our homes. Likewise, lot of stellar objects such as stars, planets, asteroids, and meteors are the building blocks of our universe. Galaxies. A galaxy is a large collection of stars or a cluster of stars and celestial bodies held together by gravitational attraction. There are about billions of galaxies in the universe. Most galaxies range from 1000 to 10,000 parsec in diameter. As we have different types of houses in a locality, the galaxies are also of different types. Types of galaxies. There are various types of galaxies such as spiral, elliptical, barred spiral, and irregular. Spiral galaxy. Spiral galaxies consist of a flat rotating disk containing stars, gas, and dust, and a central concentration of stars known as bulge. These are often surrounded by a much fainter halo of stars. Spiral galaxies are named by their spiral structure that extend from the center into the galactic disk. The spiral arms are site of ongoing star formation and are brighter than the surrounding disk because of the young, hot stars that inhabit them. Elliptical galaxy. An elliptical galaxy is a type of galaxy having an approximately ellipsoidal shape and a smooth image. Unlike flat spiral galaxies with organization and structure, elliptical galaxies are three-dimensional without much structure, and the stars are in somewhat random orbits around the center. Interestingly, stars found inside the elliptical galaxies are on an average much older than stars found in spiral galaxies. Elliptical galaxies tend to be surrounded by a large number of globular clusters. Irregular galaxy. An irregular galaxy is a galaxy that does not have a distinct regular shape, unlike a spiral or an elliptical galaxy. They are often chaotic in appearance, that means they are in disorder appearance, with neither a nuclear bulge nor any trace of spiral arm structure. About one-fourth of the galaxies found so far are of this type. Cosmologists say that some irregular galaxies were once spiral or elliptical galaxies but were deformed by an uneven external gravitational force. Irregular galaxies may contain abundant amount of gas and dust. Barred spiral galaxy. A barred spiral galaxy is a spiral galaxy with a central bar-shaped structure composed of stars. Bars are found in approximately in two-thirds to one-third of all spiral galaxies. The Milky Way galaxy, where our own solar system is located, is classified as a barred spiral galaxy. Milky Way. The Milky Way is the galaxy in which our solar system is located. The diameter of Milky Way is over 1 lakh light years. The Milky Way includes stars smaller than our Sun as well as many other stars that are thousands times bigger than the Sun. It includes many other celestial bodies of gases, clouds of dust, dead stars, newly born stars, etc. It is also thought to contain at least 100 billion stars. The galaxy that is closest to our Milky Way is Andromeda. The descriptive Milky is derived from the appearance from Earth of the galaxy. A band of light seen in the night sky forms from stars that cannot be individually distinguished by the naked eye. In Indian mythology, this patch called as Akashaganga. From the Earth, the Milky Way appears as a band because its disc-shaped structure is viewed from within. Galileo Galilei first resolved the band of light into individual stars with his telescope in 1610. Until the early 1920s, most astronomers thought that the Milky Way contained all stars in the universe. Observation by Edwin Hubble showed that the Milky Way is just one of many galaxies. The Milky Way does not sit still, but is constantly rotating. Our solar system is located within the disk of the galaxy about 27,000 light years away from the center of the galaxy. The solar system travels at an average speed of 8,28,000 km per hour. Even at this rapid speed, the solar system would take about 230 million years to travel all the way around the Milky Way. When the solar system was in the same spot as it now, there were no humans, no Himalayan mountain, and the dinosaurs were roaming around the earth. Tucked inside the very center of the galaxy is a monstrous black hole, billions of times as massive as the sun. Although black holes cannot be directly viewed, scientists can see their gravitational effects as they change and distort the parts of materials around it. Most galaxies, like our Milky Way, are thought to have a black hole in their heart. Constellation. A constellation is a recognizable pattern of stars in the night sky when viewed from the Earth. International Astronomical Union has classified 88 constellations to cover the entire celestial sphere. Many of the old constellations have Greek or Latin names and are often named after mythological character. Ursa Major, that is Saptarishi Mandalam, is a large constellation and it covers a large of the sky. The most striking feature of this constellation is a group of 7 bright stars known as Big Dipper, that is 7 sages in Indian astronomy. Ursa Minor is Latin means the little bear. It lies in the northern sky. The pole star Polaris, that is Dhruva, lies within this constellation. The main group Little Dipper consists of 7 stars and is quite similar to that found in Ursa Major. The Orion was a hunter in Greek mythology. The constellation comprises around 81 stars, out of which all but 10 are too faint to be seen with naked eye. Different constellations become visible in the sky at different times in the year. This happens due to the revolution of the Earth around the Sun. Unlike galaxy, constellations are mere optical appearance and not real objects. In galaxies, stars are bound by gravity and constitute a system. In a constellation, one star may be near and another very, very far, but because they are in the same direction, appear to be near to each other in the sky. Stars. A star is a luminous heavenly body that radiates energy. With naked eyes, we can see nearly 3,000 stars in the night sky and many more with the help of a telescope. The stars are remotely located and appears as tiny dots of light. Their light travels long distance to reach us. The atmosphere disturbances do not allow light to reach us in a straight line path. Because of this, the stars appear to twinkle. The Sun is the nearest star to the Earth. The next nearest star is Alpha Centauri. Satellites. An object that revolves around a planet in a stable and consistent orbit is called a satellite. Satellite can be classified into 2 categories: natural and artificial. Natural satellites. All natural objects revolving around a planet are natural satellites. They are also called moons. Most moons are spherical, the ones that are not usually asteroids or meteors that were captured by the strong gravity of a planet. All planets except Mercury and Venus in our solar system have moons. Earth has only one moon, whereas planets like Jupiter and Saturn have more than 60 moons. Artificial satellite. Artificial satellite or man-made object placed in an orbit to rotate around a planet, usually the Earth. The world's first artificial satellite launched was Sputnik 1 by Russia. Aryabhatta was the first satellite launched by India. These satellites are used in television and radio transmission, studying agriculture yield, locating mineral resources, weather forecasting, locate different places on Earth. ISRO. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO is the space agency of the Government of India headquartered in the city of Bangalore. Its vision is to harness space technology for national development while pursuing space science research and planetary exploration. Indian National Committee for Space Research established in 1962 by the scientist Vikram Sarabhai. The establishment of ISRO thus institutionalized space activities in India. It is managed by the Department of Space, which reports to the Prime Minister of India. ISRO built India's first satellite Aryabhatta, which was launched by the Soviet Union on 19 April 1975. It was named after the Indian astronomer Aryabhatta. In 1980, Rohini became the first satellite to be placed in orbit by an Indian-made launch vehicle SLV-3. ISRO subsequently developed two other rockets, the Polar Satellite Launch Vehicle PSLV for launching satellites into polar orbits and the Geosynchronized Satellite Launch Vehicle GSLV for placing satellite into geostationary orbits. These rockets have launched numerous communication satellites and Earth observation satellite. ISRO sent a lunar orbiter Chandrayaan-1 on 22 October 2008 and a Mars orbiter mission on 5 November 2013, which entered Mars orbit on 24 September 2014, making India the first nation to succeed on its first attempt to Mars, and ISRO the fourth space agency in the world as well as the first space agency in Asia to reach Mars orbit. On 18 June 2016, ISRO set a record with the launch of 20 satellites in a single payload. On 15 February 2017, ISRO launched 104 satellites in a single rocket, PSLV C-37, and created a world record. ISRO launched its heaviest rocket, Geosynchronized Satellite Launch Vehicle Mark III, on 5 June 2017 and placed a communication satellite GSAT-19 in orbit. With this launch, ISRO became capable of launching 410 heavy satellites. ISRO launched Chandrayaan-2 on July 22, 2019 in Geosynchronized Satellite Launch Vehicle. It entered the Moon's orbit on August 20, 2019 and its lander landed on the Moon on September 7.